Welcome back, children, to, well, to the wasteland. I'm running a little early today, like 2 minutes before the changeover. I'm hoping that, because I am early, I can maybe go do a couple of stupid things real quick. But, no worries. I got plans. They're bad ones. They're always bad ones. So today we need to do dailies, which will be coming down again, as I said, in about 2 minutes. I have 2 new songs that I've been working on. One of them is based off of the last words that my mother said to me before she died, which, by the way, was not a pleasant point in my life. Neither her dying nor her last words were in any way indicative of the woman that I grew up calling Mom. If anything, they were indicative of the angry person she became whenever all the pain that she had was flowing. Because my mom died in a lot of pain. She had cancer and had a broken hip at the time and had just gotten it rebuilt and wasn't recovering and just eventually lost all hope and fell apart. And some of that may have been my fault because I did, tell her that she had to do something. And she did something. She died. Not exactly what I wanted, but, your parents hardly ever do anything that you want them to. Especially as they get older. They tend to get more like the child, and you're more like the adult taking care of them. It's just the way it works out. Because as people get older, you kind of fall apart. And when you fall apart, you need a little bit more care. And when you need a little bit more care, the only people that can give it to you, because your mom and dad are gone, are your own kids. And your own kids, well, they only treat you as well as you treated them. And, yeah. Which is a sad, sad thing, but true enough. Hardly any of us really understand how much truth is in that statement. Because we work our whole lives to try and do better. And be hopefully better people than our parents were. Especially with our own kids. Because, we know how bad our parents were with us. Hell, I was pretty much a latchkey kid whenever I was growing up. Which, if you don't know what that means that, I pretty much took care of myself and my brother whenever we were little. Which is probably the reason why everything kinda, with my brother, I feel very guilty about. Because after a certain point, I just kinda, I was a kid, I just didn't care, let's be honest. I was a kid, it was the 80s, and the 90s. Because I am a child of the 80s and 90s. But, I was born in the 70s, and so was my brother, and we kind of grew up together, and everything that we are kind of evolved out of that time period. I mean, it's just the way it works, really. But it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing you can do. You can't... I mean, a good way to put it is you can't fix stupid. You really can't. You can try and make your family life as good as you can, but in all honesty, you can't fix stupid. And everything you can do as a person is all revolved around, you know, what your age was. And I was not that much older than my brother, but I mean, we grew up in a time where our parents could leave us alone at the house and not worry about us setting the place on fire because we knew better than to do what the hell cartoons did. Because we had parents that gave a shit and actually taught us things. And grandparents that would smack you on the ass for doing anything wrong. So yeah, it's a different world. I mean, there's no denying it. But people just have to understand that at some point as an adult or even as a child, you have to take some responsibility for your own actions and deal with everything that you do and everything that you say in your own way. You can't just blame it on your parents. But the song that I wrote was firmly based on what my parents said to me in her last few hours. And it's one of those things that she said something so out of character for herself, because there were words that she would never say to me personally, that it just ripped my version of her in my head. It's like those things where you see, you know, people don't bring their kids to see their grandparents because their grandparents are frail or falling apart and they don't want them to be remembered that way. It's kind of like that.
See the world now through his eyes, children. Let the dust and flames and fumes fill you. Let it soak into your throats. Let it show you the truth. But prepare yourselves, for the heretic dim ones will be enraged by this vision. The reality of our wise one will send them into a frenzy. You must protect our sacred lights, the pyres, from those wretched fiends. Without the fire's glow, our guest may refuse our invitation. The dim ones approach the church. Slay them, children. Offer no quarter.
And I've got my own songs running around in my head. Like the Novocaine.
The heretics bring foul brutes with them. Let not your eyes deceive you. All you see before you must die. No matter its shape, man or beast, these twisted shadows all serve the will of the false one.
Not falter. Not at last.
The foul dim ones are headed toward the waterside pyre, children. You must protect it. These unwavering fools attack from all sides. Leave no pyre unguarded. Leave no heretic left standing.
Blood to my final reward. Prepare to die, fire.
Novocaine in my brain, I feel it.
Do you feel it? The wise one draws near. He awaits our signal. Quickly, children, return to me upon the museum's rooftop. We must invite him to us to show him our love and our gratitude. Dance, sing, shout, expel bile from your gut.
Wise Mothman,
You have accepted our invitation.
we are but meager insects before your intellect.
Come, children. Allow the wise one to gaze upon you.
Bask, bask in his infinite wisdom.
I keep humming, I keep singing, I keep dancing. You'd think that I was a happy person. I'm not. It's just the way that my brain processes information. Humming, processing, that kind of stuff. I gotta figure out where to go to set up a oil seep camp so that I can harvest more oil.
Cannot stop them all who believe in free market.
Who believes in free market? Kinda funny, actually. Mo, who believes in free market?
Only thing stop them all is himself.
Let's see, so what were the dailies today? Let's just take a quick peek. Scrap junk to produce leather times 10. Destroy assaultrons times 1. Collect 10 energy ammo. Scrap 5 ranged weapons. Eat 10 candies, cakes, or pies. And kill 10 cultists at the Mothman Equinox. The weeklies I still have are claim 6 workshops. I've still got to get 4 of those. Kill 9 mutant hounds. I've still got 9 of those to get. 8 super mutants have been done out of 30. And of course there's the repeatable, which will help you up until you hit level 100 if I remember correctly, and then it's pretty much useless. There are nothing major for anything in here. I mean, the easy thing for me to do would be deploy camp 6 more times to get all the things in Appalachia, but yeah, there's no like event thing for the Easter thing, which is going on. It's just you either do it or you don't, I guess. Now let's see if we can bulk leather. I will bulk up some leather. That should be plenty of what I need.
Would not need Tome of
Deploy it
Dustborn
here.
to kill Grellock. He would kill Mingo anyway.
Then I just jump from here. We're gonna just jump down to Watoga. I'm gonna kill an Assaultron, and then I'm gonna call it done. And this will be the quickest episode to date for this, and then I will hop around for a little bit as far as looking for an acid seep. I know where one is that I want to use for my base. It's an area where everybody builds though, so everybody eventually puts a place there. But that's where I'll put a base, and I'll put down some collectors and have myself enough acid to process whatever I need to process. Now just to find one of these glorious ladies that hasn't already been taken out by somebody else. Because, you know, they do get killed quite frequently. And there she is. There's my girl. And she's gonna off me just as fast as humanly possible.
Combat zone is hot.
You're right, it is. Man. Now, fun fact, after doing that, if you come over here, there's usually a plan right here if nobody else has already gotten it, which somebody already has. Some 45 rounds and whatnot. Oh man, that sucked. Alright, fix this up. Now then, where do I want to use my acid seep at? Do I want to put it where I can get a bunch of water? Or do I want to put it where everybody else does? Thinking where everybody else does is probably the easiest way to go. Huh. Go back up to my tent. Now it's a matter of remembering exactly where it is. Okay, so for my tent I need to go to Crosshair. And from Crosshair, which is over there, let's heal up first so I don't die by bouncing off of a cliff. So in my luck, I will bounce off of a cliff and just freaking die. There should be an acid seep right down here somewhere, if I remember right. Okay. Yep, right over there. Let's see now, where are all these camps at? There's that one there. This one over here. There's care about. Yep, Camp 12. Let's go with Camp 12. Okay, so there that is. I'll need a survival tent. I need this. There we go. I didn't really like it down there anyway, so we'll go ahead and do this real quick. Novocaine in my brain, I feel. Okay. Now then, let's do this really, really quick, because I need to build a house that's, functional. But not, and this has nothing to do with aesthetics, by the way. This is just me throwing down a house really fast. So, because there's no reason for this house to exist like this. I'm just going to use that wall tile set. I can just put it in. Oh boy. I miss people that I haven't even met. And some of them that I have that I wish that I had. It's crazy, the way your life goes. Yes, exactly. Something quick. Alright. Well, I already know it's going to go back here, so we'll go ahead and do that. Out there. Then we'll throw down another wall here. There we go. That'll likely be the only double-sided wall in this place. Floor, unless I put one up here on the upper floor. Which is doubtful. Now, in order to get this to stick, I'm going to have to do this, which I don't want to. Server's acting goofy. So, why am I using this one particular tile set? Well, for one thing, I kind of like it better than most. For another, I don't know, I just don't, like, I could use the concrete block, but then I'm kind of building with what I'm already building, and I don't want to do that either. I'll be honest, the stuff that I really want right now is a good set of wood, but I don't really have that. Well, there is one, I guess, but I'll have to change everything to it. Go ahead and throw up stuff for now in this. I don't even know why I'm doing that. That doesn't even go there. Alright. Then in order to add more light into here, I'm going to use a couple of these. Well, not those exactly. And, go with that one. Okay, so that's the one that I need, yeah. There we go. Now then, so this room back here is going to be a bathroom. It'll have a window here. The tub will be down below here. probably. And this may or may not get blown out, and I may wind up combining it in with a bathtub that's already busted in. These walls are pretty much going to stay walls, like just straight up walls with very little differentiation. Maybe a couple of these. Just to break it up a little. I'm going to throw down security walls here at the bottom. So, let's see, defensive walls. If I can. Just to add a little bit more texture. And to add a little bit more even than that, I'll flip one of these things around and stick it in like so. And there we go. Now we've got a little bit more texture on our walls. This one here is a corner piece, so we'll go ahead and use it. Back here, like so. Then that way, whenever I throw in like a piece of floor decor or ground decor, like we'll say this broken down truck, for instance, if I wanted to throw it in here, that's where it would go. But that's not where I'm going to put it. It also gives you the opportunity to do things like adjust this a little bit by spinning it around and making it look more like it's, you know, meant to hold the line a little bit better. There's a little bit of a gap, but gaps really don't matter that much in this. Because if you're fighting things like, you know, super mutants and things like that, they'll come through your wall anyway. But, you want to throw it up a little bit of this maybe. As you can see, as you move up, you can actually use the flag to cover up some of the imperfections. But, and you can always do this too. But for some reason, like the fact that my budget's exceeded. And this is the biggest problem whenever you move camps. You see, instead of breaking down everything you have, it just goes ahead and shoves it into your inventory as a bonus item, so to speak. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But see, the problem is you get so much stuff back that sometimes you just can't get rid of it all. Now, the issue that I've got here is I'm thinking about making this into my kitchen, which means my kitchen is going to be this little area right here, that little L shape underneath these stairs. And if you haven't done that yourself, it can be a little bit of a nightmare to pull off, because certain things will want to pop up top. It's just the way it is. But because this is an old building that's basically like Well, it's a shit box, let's be honest. I can go ahead and throw things on it for decor, like this old fan, for instance, and some other little odds and ends. Nothing too great or drastic. But, like in this case, see, I've got the vault that I want to place, and I've got this little divot here. And this divot will work fine for my vault. And it'll keep it, kind of in line with the building. And then I can put my chickens back over here by it. Just gotta get the right spot. Problem is, this whole thing right here is kind of floaty. And it works good for things that are small because you don't have as high of a vantage to see it. But like for my chicken coop there, it's gonna float it real good. So what I'm thinking about doing is seeing if I can make the chicken coop. Yeah. There we go. Then I just pull this down here. And maybe throw in a box or two there. Or no, let's go with this. Yeah, that's crap. That's crap. Let's go for a different path on this. Okay, the cool thing about this thing is, it is a little tall. So I can do this, then I can go over to floors, up to foundations, find this one here, snap it in. Notice it doesn't want to go. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. But at least this chicken coop isn't floating anymore. And I still have yet to add power to anything, so do this. And that. And then by my own evil nature, I'll put the beehive right here. Now I'll put the beehive over here so it's out of the chicken's way. Because they would eat it. Alright, then we need some walls for back here. No, we really don't. Come to think of it, it'll stay like that. It'll be fine. I just need a bit of a barrier on that side. Yeah, that'll work. And then stair-wise, I just come up here and I go like that. And I go like that. And I've got stairs magically. There. That'll just make that all a little better. Now, if I'm really smart, what I'll do is I'll pull the chicken thing out to here. Then I'll go back and grab myself a generator. I don't have that one yet. At least not on this character. We'll go with one of these so it fits into the location really well. That'll provide 100 power. Pretty much should power everything in the building. The only problem is going to be this thing in here needs 10 power, and it has to be right on top of it pretty much to be functional. So that means all I'm going to do is go up here. This is 5, this is 5, this is 10 power right there. And it should fit in fairly well. Right there. Short line it to that, get it up and running. Go up here, find in the water section. Find this little thing here. We can make it look like it's kind of supposed to be here. And then find over in the stash box section. Okay, we're gonna need one of those here. And maybe one of these on top of it, like they've been working on stuff. Then we'll just stick this back here. And you'll see here that he has almost none of the better plans in this game versus like most of my other characters, which have a lot of the better plans in this game. But he does have a complete set of, you know, things, just not necessarily the best ones that I ever use. But that's what happens whenever you're playing with, like, you know, your third or fourth character and fourth or fifth iteration in the game. And so, anyway, you guys don't really need to see what all I'm going to do next, but you might find it amusing if you haven't ever seen somebody do this kind of stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take... Where is the... I think I have one in my stash section. Up here, stored. I can get rid of this. I can get rid of that. I can put this... Oh, really anywhere. I mean, it's just... Get rid of that. I still haven't put a roof on this place yet, and I haven't built the internal walls yet. Which should tell you where my priorities lie. That's right, the bathroom. Let's see now. I'm gonna have to swap this out to a glass wall. I'm gonna need a... Get rid of these. Hmm. Alright. Okay. What am I gonna do? And I'm gonna put the unclaimed machine gun up here just for shits and grins. Alright, so I need to change out a card. If you didn't know this card now allows you to destroy your own furniture and things in your house. If I can find it, might already be on. Or I might not even have it on this character yet. Which might be why I haven't been building things. Here's a hint, I didn't have it on this character yet. So Wrecking Ball lets you now wreck objects in your own camp. So you too can have the joy of merging. Because that makes sense. Wrecking Ball originally was meant for combat, and you could use it on other people's camps. But now that I can break my own stuff, I can do stuff like this. And then I can look around and wonder, where exactly did I put my camp module? Because I have no idea where it is. Not a clue. I'm gonna guess it's inside the building here. But I don't remember putting it there. So that tells me it isn't here. But there's my camp module, and now I can figure out if I can repair everything. I cannot, because I do not have corn. What a... Oh, okay. Corn. So, one of my big problems is always, as everyone's is, gathering materials to do whatever you want to do in this game. It's always a pain in the butt. This thing's gone on for almost an hour. I'm going to get the corn. Why did I come here? Why didn't I just go here? That's what I should have been on. I'm going to go ahead and get off here and tell you guys it's been fun playing, talking to you, and dealing with my own little mental psychosis. I apologize if I've offended anyone. If I have, you feel free to go ahead and if you're subscribed, unsubscribe, run the fuck away. If you're not subscribed and you think this is funny, by all means, just go ahead and join in. I mean, I'm sure I've got friends that are probably sitting there laughing at me while I'm trying to build something, knowing the person that I am and how many things that I build in general in this game. Oh, man. Sad part is I actually honestly need a lot of acid on this character. I can really tell that my graphics card is slowly dying. And apparently it put me down into the world. Let's go out. There we go. And it's going to have to be replaced eventually. But, you know, that's life. Everything breaks. But I have another computer that is up and running and ready to go whenever it's necessary. Swap over, I just really would rather not for a while. For the obvious reason of, I mean, money. But yeah, I thought I had a... few things that would work here, but I might be wrong. I'm trying really hard not to put stuff down that has absolutely no use. But, I put stuff down that has no use. That's the way it is. Okay, so what my goal is to combine these two items together. Get that taken care of. But, not really sure what I want to do is the problem. That's the problem with me with a lot of things, to be honest. Life is all full of insecurities, uncertainties, and unpleasantness. Especially when you're thinking like I'm thinking, and the world just seems like it's such a dumpster fest. And the sad part is the world is a dumpster fest. You look into it enough and you see stuff that you just do not want to even think about existing. And they're off and usually running. And there's really nothing wrong with the world overall except for that religion, like, totally fucking a lot of things up. And I'm not talking about my religion, just so you know. Because my religion technically can't be defined as a practiced faith because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that believes what I believe. So, can't say it's my fault. Well, you could, but, you'd be wrong. Let's see. But that's the beauty of being human, you see. We can all deny that our existence has anything to do with anything. But in point of fact, I can honestly say that religion and the practicing of it by people that don't actually read it, those that are just the faithful, they have faith in the person teaching them, not faith enough to read their own books and interpret them honestly. Those are the ones you gotta watch out for. Because they will hurt you and they will hurt me, and they will hurt everybody around them with their own stupidity. And they will pretend that because their stupidity says something, that they're right. Truth is, they're not right. You know why they're not right? You can't be right all the time. It's just a fact. And no religion is right all the time. Alright, so this is gonna act up. What? Give it one more shot, then I'm gonna quit. Okay, I'm quitting. There we go. I'm quitting anyway. It's time to go. It's the time for me to get to processing this video and get it out there. I'm sorry it's taken so long. But this is kind of where I'm at. I'll go down here and take and say, you guys have a good day. And enjoy the game for everything that it is. I will talk to you guys later.